Hello, and welcome to Nebula's Corner. Today's agenda, we're going to be talking about a planet that I have named Quad Lo. It is a tidally locked planet around a red dwarf star, an older red dwarf star. I have no idea where in the universe it is, so I couldn't answer those questions. But here I have with me my crystal ball. It doesn't really assist in any way. It just looks really cool and I really like it. But I have enchanted it as each little speck in this sphere is a galaxy. It's laser etched. This is the visible universe laser etched into a crystal ball. And so each galaxy, I could just look into it and go there. Again, I don't need this to do that, but it's just a more fun way, interactive way to do it. But anyway, Quad Lo is a really, really magnificent planet because the civilization there that exists there. And let me tell you a little bit about those people. They are 6 to 7 feet tall. They have a thin outer shell made of the same stuff that bugs are made of. I forgot what the word was, and I'll put it up here for later. So I did a little bit of research on that material, and it turns out that material reflects ultraviolet light. So my conclusion is that the ultraviolet storms that are still present there, which are minor, their skin reflects some of that, so that it's like the same thing as having a tan here on Earth, humans having a tan. But yeah, and it's low light, and they have 4 eyes. It's like and I'll be 3D modeling it. I may post it in this video. I don't know yet. I may do a whole nother video on 3D modeling it, but we'll see. But they have their mouths are like 2 sets of tentacles, but they're like really stiff and rubbery, and they're black. And they have nostril slits, like 2 of them, and they have 4 really thin tongues that come out, kind of like hummingbird tongues. And they kind of like, yeah. And they're really interesting. And they have these antennae that come out, and they have like feathers, like 1 feather per antenna. It just sits on the top, and I think it's some kind of sensory organ. It's really, really cool though. Their anatomy that I can observe. Yeah, they're pretty much insect-like, I think, but it's like a combination of a mammal and an insect. So their cars, they actually have cars with wheels. Funny enough, we will probably be finding wheels a lot in the universe because it's the universal kind of way of rolling things around. So they have 2 wheels in the front, 1 wheel in the back, and the back part looks like it's layered, like it's stacked. It's really hard to tell. I'll be remote viewing it more later. Their buildings and their cars actually look like they've been grown, like genetically grown somehow. And they have skyscrapers that look like they have layers, and they have windows, and it looks like there's faint orange light in the windows. I have remote viewed their eating utensils. Funny enough, it's like like a ball, like a metal ball, and it goes down into this tube, and it's got a little trough in it, and they scoop things out, and they use their tongues to scoop it out. It's weird, but yeah, it's normal for them. Their pupils on their 4 eyes, they have horizontal slits. Let's see what else there was. Oh, the vegetation around the area outside the city is like black or like a darker color. I'm assuming because it absorbs more light because there's low light on the planet. And yeah, there's I actually remote viewed this eating place that they were at, and they were eating something that looked similar to a lobster. Not quite. It was white, had lots of flippers on the side and four eyes. I'll be 3D modeling that at some point also. And yeah, I guess it would be equivalent to our lobster or something. Oh, they also have pets. They are four-legged, and they look like slugs. They're about this big, and they have a hard outer shell, like on just the back, like an armadillo, and the bottom is soft. And they also have those two antennas with the feather on each end of it. And they really cherish their pets just like we do, and they put them on a high standard, like a pedestal, as you could say. They protect them and love them with everything, and yeah. I think that's it. So I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to go there again and see. Let me check time. Make sure we got enough time. Oh yeah, we're good. Alright, so here we go. I'm going back to Quadlo, and we're gonna see what else we can find. This is gonna be awesome. I'm shifting my consciousness now. I'm about there now. I'm there. They're going to and fro. They have streets just like us. I don't think they wear any clothes. I'm not seeing any signs of clothes. I never have, even the other times that I was there. I do see, like a standing pad that you can stand in next to the entryways of buildings, and I think it washes their feet. Really interesting. One of the light bulbs inside is a cylinder that comes down. You can touch it and bring it down out of the ceiling, and the further you bring it down, the more light comes into the room. It's really interesting. I'm not sure if that's the common light bulb, but this particular inside of this building has that one. Let's see, what else? Let me focus. I see a place where they quite possibly purchase food with some kind of currency or electronic currency. I see cylinders, containers with different foods horizontally into the wall. It's really interesting. Maybe they grow their own. It looks like they grow their own food, like animals, like cloned animals to eat inside these containers. That's what I'm getting at. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Wow, that's really cool. Looks like they transfer them into their own canisters, their own personal canisters, and they can take them home to cook. looks like they actually have some kind of street light, like outside the streets, but they're not too dissimilar from ours. Just a grown looking pole, though. It looks like it's like a tree or a stick, and it's got an orb on the top of it, like a faint red, just to give them a little bit more light. Let me go outside the city and see what I can find. And I see small creeks everywhere, like crevices of water, and they seem to be flowing pretty fast in some areas. And if I go too far outside the city, it gets windy. Probably because it's tidally locked and there's storms, frequent storms on the outside of the Goldilocks zone on the planet. Let's go to the stream and see if we can find any other signs of life. I see a crab-like creature. It looks about five feet wide, and it has 3 head appendages on it, with purple glowing orbs on each one of them. Maybe some kind of communication, and it has three arms in the front that pick up things, and it looks like it has a mouth on the bottom, and it has 8 legs. Yeah, 8 legs and slightly elongated. Really cool. It's eating things out the creek. And they have the ability to turn the purple orbs on the end of their appendages off, I guess, when they want to hide from predators. Let's see if we can see what eats those things. I see a creature. It's got 4 legs, much like the mammals here on Earth, about the size of a boar. It has a weird crest on its head, like a bunch of curved needles, or like large hairs, and they rattle when it screams. And it has what looks like to be a beak of some kind, and it looks like it has 4 eyes as well. 4 eyes and 4 legs seem to be common, other than the bipedal dominant race. Yeah, it's a really interesting creature. It's like a combination of a triceratops, porcupine, and a boar and a bird. Yeah, it's really cool. Its jaw consists of 4 parts, actually. There's a top and bottom beak, and then there's a left and a right beak. It's kind of on the side, so it's really cool. And it's brown, and it's got short hair. That's a really cool creature. I'll be 3-miling that later as well. Let's go back to the city, and let's see if we can wrap this up. But this is a really cool remote viewing session. I feel like I'm really there now. I'm so connected. the landscape outside the city seems to be made of like hard clay, like red clay or something harder than dirt, and it's like pointy in some areas, like it's been whipped around and formed in a violent way, dried, like kind of like the ocean when it's really upset in a storm, but like solidify that instantly and turn it into rock, like red rock, and that's what it looks like. Um, there's some flatter areas, but most of it's like that. All right, let's go back to the city now. I'm going into one of the skyscraper buildings at the bottom level. There's these things, looks like robots, like drones flying around. As people enter, they're being scanned. I guess, I don't want to make any assumptions, but maybe scan for viruses or weapons or anything of that sort, maybe. I don't think there's any violence here. I'm not detecting a lot of violence, so maybe it's just disinfecting them. The same thing with the feet. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's like they're shooting blue light waves or something from the drones. It's really cool. There's pod capsules inside the building. I guess like cubicles, and they go inside these capsules. Let me see if I can look inside one. Everything is organic. It's so fluid, organic, and brown. It's kind of like being inside of a wasp nest or a honeycomb. It's really cool. It's a lot different than Earth. It looks like there's a screen of some kind inside, and there's controls, buttons, lights, different things. I can't really understand what I'm looking at. It's a lot of control panels, and there's multiple screens. There's one big screen, but little screens in the capsule. They're all doing their own tasks, I guess. Alright, let me go somewhere else. Let's see if we can find out what happens with the children and their culture with like schooling and stuff. Let's see if we can. It seems as if they get pregnant the similar way as humans do. They carry the baby inside the womb. They give live birth, but it's like in a sack, and they sit in that sack for a few days until they're ready to come out. They do have families. They do stick together. It's so beautiful. With like little squirmy jelly beans inside the sacks. I'm in some kind of nursery in what seems to be a hospital of sorts. They're monitoring all the babies. But yeah, they have families and they stick together. But it seems as if they get their education from society and some kind of network at home. I guess similar to the internet here on Earth. They're raised and taught by their parents and their neighbors. And yeah, it seems to be working great for them. They come a long way. They're a little bit further than humans. Alright, I'm gonna come back now. Um, and we'll explore more later on another journey. So this is Quad Low, Part 1, Remote Viewing and Bilocation. Alright, I'm shifting back to my consciousness now. Shifting back to my body, I mean. That was amazing. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode on remote viewing other planets. Quad Low is a real amazing planet, and they are a real awesome civilization. And their story and who they are needs to be shared so we can learn from them. And yeah. And this is just one of many places yet to come that I'm going to be sharing with you. And there's millions of other ones, infinity amount of other places that we're going to discover together here on Nebula's Corner. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you all have a lovely coming week and this whole new year. I really hope that all of you are successful and find love and joy in everything that you do. And just remember to love yourself and love others. Happy New Year's. And thank you for joining me today on Nebula's Corner. Stay tuned for more episodes and more things to come. Namaste. Namaste.